guys, the big news is Molly's home and without a leg. So she had her leg amputated, and so we can see her here. So she's recovering. She had the surgery. It was a 2.5 hour. Aww. She's, you love your sisters. It was a 2.5 hour surgery. On Thursday, she went in the morning, had an abdominal ultrasound to make sure that she didn't have any cancerous cells in the liver or spleen or anything like that. Otherwise, then there wouldn't be much sense, continuing with the amputation if it had already spread throughout her body. But luckily, they didn't find it. And earlier on in the week, we did chest x-rays as well, and they found a darker area on her sternum, but they didn't think, they said if that were cancer, it would have been elsewhere as well, so they're not really sure what it was. But anyways, so then they, got the go-ahead to, or gave the go-ahead, I guess, to do the amputation because it hadn't metastasized anywhere else yet in large amounts. So she went in Thursday morning and then had the surgery from 5 to like 7:30 in the evening. Hi, Momo. And then they kept her overnight, and I got to pick her up around 7 o'clock in the evening the next day. And the first day, it was really hard, I'm not going to lie. And I'm a member of a tripod group already from when I was with with Tripsy. And yeah, I honestly thought it would be a lot easier. Like, it definitely has been really hard. There were times when I was like, did I make the right decision? But already now, like 2 days later, she's so much more happy. It was just the first day she came home, she was on her drugs. She was really tired and sore. And anyway, so it was just, I just felt bad. I was second guessing. But everyone in the group were saying, you go through that the first couple of days, but the pain of bone cancer and deteriorating that way is so much worse than what they're going through now. And people, apparently it was natural to kind of feel a little worried at first, but yeah, they said give a couple weeks and they're gonna be zooming around. One other one said, it's 7 months later, our dog is running up and down the stairs. And a lot of other people also had like 10 or 11-year-old dogs, so it was good to have that support and to kind of read their stories and see they were also going through struggles. So I think the hardest thing right now is that, and again, I didn't experience that with Tripsy because she was so small. She was 10 pounds. The hardest thing is helping her go outside because it's so much of an effort because she's still getting used to walking. Hi, Molly. She's still getting used to walking, and we're helping her with the harness. But actually, even now today, she's walking faster, and we just take her in the yard, and requiring less help. The first day, I took her home and I took her outside to try to go to the bathroom, and she wouldn't, but it was just, every step I had to hold her. Now here, going up the stairs, we pretty much pick her front end up, so she just kind of, but she's doing so much better, and she has a big bandage on right now, and that stays on until Monday or Tuesday, he said. Where are you going? Oh, see, Molly? No, you can't. Yeah, we of course had to put stuff on all the furniture because, where are you going? Oh, look at that. She's getting up on her own and having water. Oh, that's so good. Oh, it's so nice to see that because, the first day it was really tough. Okay, no, that's Molly's bed. So we got we had like the Costco beds, and then we got a orthopedic foam topper to put on top. So I'm actually gonna go to the foam store to get another one. You cannot sit there. Oh, I'm so happy Molly's drinking some water on her own. Yes. All right, come lie back down. Good girl. No, we can't go up on there. Good. Oh. So I also have to get a couple more mats because the floors are almost hardwood. So we have, I brought up my other blanket there, and then we have that blanket there, and then we have kind of a runner with a yoga mat underneath. But I also want to have another mat for the sunroom, and then at the top of those stairs there. Because when we go out, if both Dan and I are out, then we put Molly in the downstairs room where and we cover the couch so she can't jump up on the couch. There's nothing, there's basically, we bring her bed down there with water, but she can't do anything else. She can't jump. She can't interact with the schnauzers because we don't want them to be playing and then slam into her, and then that's going to cause her so much pain. And yeah, the first day when I brought her home, of course, Schnauzer was so happy to see her, and she was a little grumpy, so she snarled at them a bit. But now, I mean, Tripsy's so happy because Tripsy loves her so much. So now Tripsy's just, aww. And so she was licking Chloe earlier and licking Tripsy too, back to her kind of Mama Molly self. So, no, it's so... it's been really... So, I'm going to talk to the oncologist on Monday or Tuesday, and then... we're probably going to start chemotherapy right away. We did send away her leg. Usually you take a sample, send it away just to check. It's not, the doctor was 99% sure that it's cancer, like it's showing all the symptoms and where it is and everything. But you never know. So usually they just take a sample and send it, but because we amputated her leg anyways, because it was going, that was another thing why it happened so fast, because I wasn't even prepared for it that fast, but the tumor had eaten away at her bones so much that the surgeon was worried that just by her landing on it, like walking even, it was gonna snap because there was hardly any bone left at that one place. And he's like, then it becomes, emergency, or what if that happens in the middle of the night? Well, the surgeon's not there in the middle of the night anyway. So then he's like, we don't want to leave it to that point. So that's why we did it immediately. Or basically, it was like, well, we can get her in tomorrow. I'm like, oh my God. I don't know where I was going with this, but oh, they're so cute. Oh, you love your Molly. Oh yeah, so they're sending her whole leg away because it's out anyway, so why get a sample from her? And so then we'll find out kind of late next week because it goes to a lab far away for them to confirm, but because they're 99% sure, and because now that they've removed it, it already has metastasized, so she has those cancer cells in her body. So we're going to start chemotherapy right away instead of leaving it another week. And again, it'll just help prolong her life. And as I was saying before, chemotherapy in dogs is nowhere near as bad as it is for humans. A lot of people I've been talking to, they're like, are you going to put your dog through chemo? That's, my friend, has cancer and went through chemo or had cancer, and it was terrible. But, it's different for dogs. It's a lower amount, and yeah, it's definitely not as bad. So yeah, that's our plan. But she's walking so much better. I'm so proud of her. And she got up on her own to go get water, and my friend dropped by yesterday, which usually I don't like people coming to my house unannounced, and especially if the house is a mess. But I was like, okay, I have an excuse anyways. And I was looking, so I'm like, okay, if it's just like, can we power wash your driveway or something? I'm like, I'm not putting the dogs in a frenzy and opening the door. But I looked out the window and I saw her, and I'm like, dogs. So anyway, so she came in, and I was just greeting her, and Molly got up, walked to the stairs, and her tail was wagging so much. She was so happy to have a visitor. And they know my friend. She's once house sitted, or like house and pet sitted when I was gone once. So they know her really well. And yeah, she was so nice to see her, like, spirits lifted and stuff. So Dan's mom's coming down tomorrow. And she's going to visit as well, just to, make everything good. But I was looking back at Tripsy's videos, because I did, I think, every day for 8 days or something after I brought Tripsy home. And in my mind, I remember it being, so easy. Like, it was, obviously she was 6 months and 10-pound dog. But looking back at the videos, I actually was having a struggle. I listened to one, and it was day 3, I think, and I was saying how it took her a long time to settle down at night and how she was crying at 3 a.m. So I did go through struggles with her too. So okay, everyone is here now on the bed. Anyways, today, like, every day gets a little better, as everyone says, but yeah, right now she's doing really well. So she is on anti-inflammatories, morphine pills, just for 2 more days though for the morphine, and then antibiotics. But she's eating really well, no problems there. She's not urinating as much as she should. She actually holds it in for about 12 hours. Yeah, she hasn't gone today yet, and she went 10:30 last night, and it's well, it's like 10 o'clock now. We took her out at like 7:30 because that's when she gets her pills, and but again, it's such an effort to take her out that, I don't know, we don't want to do as much, but she's happy sleeping most of the time. But like with Tripsy, it was, okay, no, we're not playing on the bed near Molly. We don't want to bunch or push her. See, Tripsy just wants to sleep on her own. Nothing, the schnauzers just want to play with each other.
Oh, okay.
Dan was worried. So I was editing the vlog in this section that you're just seeing now. Originally was part of the vlog, but it was 10 minutes long, and it made for a very long vlog. So I decided to put it on its own, just so you guys can see how Molly is doing, even though I am going to show a lot of Molly in the vlog too, but just kind of this long, in-depth thing. So that's why it's evening now, but I'm just tacking this on this video. Yeah, Molly's still doing well. She's just sleeping now. But I wanted to say thank you to everyone for all of the really nice comments that you guys did, and the keeping Molly, sending her good wishes and keeping her in your thoughts and her prayers, that she would be okay and that things would improve for her, and all of the kind of Facebook messages and comments, and on Instagram. Just, yeah, thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated as well. Thank you guys so much for being so awesome. And I'm really happy that Molly is doing so much better now. And yeah, from just having weeks to live, I was able to give her, hopefully a year or more. So I'm happy because she wasn't ready to say goodbye yet either.